This is Psalms chapter 52 and verse 1. It says, "Why boastest thou thyself in mischief, O mighty man? The goodness of the Most High endureth continually. Thy tongue deviseth mischiefs like a sharp razor, working deceitfully. Thou lovest evil more than good, and lying rather than to speak righteousness. Selah. Thou lovest all devouring words, O thou deceitful tongue. The Most High shall likewise destroy thee forever. He shall take thee away, and pluck thee out of thy dwelling place, and root thee out of the land of the living. Selah." Shalom Akim. This is your brother Zakaria Allah, branched out here in Williamsport, Pennsylvania, coming with another lesson through the Spirit. The Lord willing this be edifying to the Lord's elect. Before I get started, I'm going to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem Ruchak Wadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone who rule well and who teach well. Shalom to the Akim out there that's pushing the truth, that's laboring in the word, and that's pushing the gospel of the great kingdom soon to come. Shalom to the Akwath that's listening in, that's remaining true to the faith, and remaining faithful and submissive to their husbands and guiding their children. And shalom to the hopeful elect of the 12 tribes scattered abroad throughout the four corners of the earth, you Israelite foreigners out there who live among the heathen and who look like those heathen nations. But your lineage goes back to the progenitors of the 12 tribes of the nation of Israel through the line of your fathers. I want to say peace and blessings to you all. Shalom, wakasad, wakasadyum, wabarakyum. All right, so we got another video from Bible 7. You know what I'm saying? We're going to jump into it and break it down with a couple scriptures, man. All right, we're in those times, man. We're definitely in those times. You see what I'm saying? Let's check it out.
What's up, guys? D7 back at you. And here we are. It's begun, and Maduro is already caught or gave himself up. But we've got warning signs all over the place that this isn't over, because Trump is saying that we're going to control Venezuela. We're going to seize everything, and we're going to manage it until he sees fit, because they don't want someone else to swoop it in there and then them having to deal with another Maduro type of situation. You've got the philosopher out of Russia, Alexander Dugin, warning that we're entering the real World War III right now. That this is what's going down. And the countries that are in Latin America, they got a choice to make. Either they're going to side with Trump in this, or there's going to be military action. A lot of things just went down in the midst of the past 24 hours. In terms of the bombings, they quickly got Maduro, but there was a lot of different places struck on the ground.
Remember, a lot can happen in 24 hours, and a lot more can happen in 72.
Now, there could be blowback from this, from a lot of the people that were working with Maduro. There could be anything go down from Venezuela to America. Trump has basically fired a shot across the bow, and he said, yo, the president of Colombia, he better watch his ass. That was his exact words, that he better watch his ass. And he pointed at Mexico and said that Mexico, something has to be done with Mexico. Oh, and let's not forget, him and Rubio just zeroed in on Cuba. And we're basically like, yeah, if I'm the government in Cuba, I'd be concerned right now. This goes back to the whole technate thing, the vision of Elon Musk's grandfather. It's basically just like the North American Union, the same setup. They want to control everything from Venezuela all the way up through Mexico into America, Canada, that's why they keep calling it the 51st state, and into Greenland, which he just told you again. That matches perfect, that agenda. And that's exactly what they seem to be going for. It's not that any of these countries are going to be giving up their sovereignty, but they're going to be falling under an umbrella where they accept terms of economic and military relationships with the United States. They're either on one side or the other. Now, Russia and China not liking this, although Trump has come out and said that oil will keep flowing to his good friend Xi Jinping because they have a good relationship. Russia, on the other hand, is warning about all this, condemning the attacks. It's always something, isn't it? So, here on the world stage, it definitely is obvious the United States is clamping down on the Western Hemisphere. Like everything, from Venezuela through the Panama Canal, all the way up to Greenland. This is not going to go away, and I do expect some blowback of some sort here at some point. Join me for the live streams where I have time to talk about this in greater detail. Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, 9 p.m. Eastern, right here on Dabu 77. Much love, y'all.
All right. This is the book of Micah, chapter 2 and verse 1. It says, "Woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds. When the morning is light, they practice it, because it is in the power of their hands. And they covet fields and take them by violence, and houses and take them away. And they covet fields and take them by violence, and houses and take them away." The world is watching, all right, colonialism being done in the Western Hemisphere, man. They're watching it live in Gaza. Now they're watching it over here with Venezuela. It's going to continue. And he's just throwing out threats all over the place, man. Cuba, Mexico, Colombia, you know what I'm saying? All these Israelites that's over there in Latin America, you see what I'm saying? Bolivia. All these different countries, and then he's dealing with he's talking to his own allies, Canada, Greenland, you see, and this is what they want. They need this whole thing to be interconnected, you know what I'm saying, so they can bring about this new system. All right, take away all the resources, secure these resources. All right, no self-reliance in any way, shape, or form. All right, and all these nations are looking at this. All right, he's blatantly disrespecting, okay, the UN Charter, disrespecting all these different international laws, and he's just doing whatever the hell he wants to, man. And this is going to cause the rift. All right, amongst their allies, man. So let me continue this in Micah chapter 2, verse 2. "And they covet fields and take them by violence, and houses and take them away. So they oppress a man and his house, even a man and his heritage." All right. And for those of you who are old enough to remember, this essentially happened the same exact way that it happened in Iraq. They went up in there, toppled the government, you know what I'm saying, brought over Saddam Hussein, had him pulled over here, dragged over to America, okay, and then they executed him. All right. You got Russia, you got China that's not happy about this, you got Iran that's not happy about this, and then on top of that you got Iran, and here it is Elon Musk. All of a sudden he has something to say concerning the Ayatollah over there. You know what I'm saying? All right. These jokers want you to believe that they really care about protesters when they don't give a shit about protesters here in America. You see what I'm saying? You understand the hypocrisy? Hypocrisy is real, man. They care about protesters thousands of miles away, but they don't care about protesters, you know what I'm saying, airing out their grievance here in America. Okay? And the world is looking at this blatant hypocrisy. All right? They know it's not about protesters over in Nigeria. It has nothing to do with some nigga Christians, man. Don't nobody give a shit about them over there. You see? All right? Not some bigoted ass piece of shit like Donald Trump, man. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? All right? No, it's about all the resources that they have in these particular different parts of the region. All right? So, verse 3, it says, Micah 2 and 3, therefore, thus saith the Lord, behold, Salaki, let me turn these off. It says, therefore, thus saith the Lord, behold, against this family do I devise an evil, from which ye shall not remove your necks. Neither shall ye go heartily, for this time is evil. Let's go to Habakkuk. All right, because these devils really think that they can continue this madness forever. All right. Habakkuk, chapter 2 and verse 6. You know what? Let me get this in the NLT. Salakia. All right, real quick. Let's go to Habakkuk. Let's start at verse 5. All right, Habakkuk chapter 2 and verse 5. All right, it reads, wealth is treacherous, and the arrogant, all right, and the arrogant are never at rest. They open their mouths as wide as the grave, and like death, they are never satisfied. In their greed, they have gathered up many nations and swallowed many people. This is talking about America. This is talking about these Edomites, man. All right. Verse 6. But soon their captives will taunt them. They will mock them, saying, what sorrow awaits you, thieves? Now you will get what you deserve. You become rich by extortion. But how much longer can this go on? Suddenly your debtors will take action. They will turn on you and take all you have, while you stand trembling and helpless. In the KJV, it says, verse 7, shall they not rise up suddenly that shall bite thee, and awake that shall vex thee, and thou shalt be for booties unto them? Right? Because thou hast spoiled many nations, all the remnant of the people shall spoil thee, because of men's blood, and for the violence of the land, of the city, and of all that dwell therein. NLT. It says, because you have plundered many nations, now all the survivors will plunder you. You committed murder throughout the countryside and filled the towns with violence. What sorrow awaits you? And who build big houses with money gained dishonestly? You believe your wealth will buy security. You believe that your wealth will buy security, putting your family's nest beyond the reach of danger. But by the murders that you committed, you have shamed your name and forfeited your lives. This is coming, man. In the KJV, verse 10, it says, thou hast consulted shame to thy house by cutting off many people, and hast sinned against thy soul. This thing's about to come down, all right, upon America's head, man. You see what I'm saying? All these nations are going to turn against America. All of these nations, foes and allies alike, they're all going to turn against America, man. You see what I'm saying? So I wasn't trying to make that too long, you know what I'm saying? Got to get ready for camp. But yeah, man, like I said, a lot can happen in 24 hours and a lot more can happen in 72. So I want to say, call hello yamla, Allah Yahweh, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Racha Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone who rule well and who teach well. Peace and blessings to the hopeful elect. Shalom.